/ EU based. Basically as simple as that. You know what else it's as simple as? The Community Cup top 4. Second semi-final. K-Top and Engeelar. Once again, in this top 4 placing.
The two players we've seen before already in the Community Cups. K-Top really isn't needing too much of an introduction at this point. This guy has consistently entered these tournaments week after week. Most recently actually had our in our first to 10 series versus Doc made quite possibly the most impressive comeback in the whole set that we've seen so far in the video series. So K-Top was running off a lot of momentum, and he actually did kind of debut his Hellfire Scorpion for a small amount of games, but he's clearly been enjoying the character a lot, and maybe he's actually starting off with it this time?
Okay, so what we did see in that recent first to 10 was that K-Top is a master of run cancels. If a character has run cancels, he will play them. It's as simple as that. Hellfire, definitely one of, if not the best run cancel character in the game currently. There are some strong contenders, but it's just the amount of reward Hellfire gets off those cancels. You just can't deny that. But Engeelar, though, this is definitely not his first time in the top 4 either. Unfortunately, what we see from Engeelar is he tends to, I guess, choke. His execution is not his best friend. But speaking of that, his heavy weapons is actually where he seems to get the largest amounts of results. But he's always historically picked heavy weapons really late. In this set, he's gone for heavy weapons immediately.
Oh, but there we go. Speaking of execution, K-Top with a execution error there. Engeelar's going to get a grab into corner repositioning, but Scorpion so slippery, especially on wake up. You have to get your meaties ready to deal with that wake up teleport. But Engeelar is going to fall victim to it, and round 1 is going to go to K-Top.
Jax looking really good, both characters.
Jax just isn't really in a great place right now. Probably one of the weaker characters in the game, which is not something I ever predicted we'd be saying. He just lacks in a lot of areas. Losing the armor and dash punch really has hurt him, but at the same time, if you're brawling point blank face to face, then he's actually not too bad in this situation.
Oh, the back one into the meter burn bot though. I mean, we're just talking about meter burn dash punch losing its armor. However, what? Wake up X-ray on that health. Was that could not have been intentional? There's no way.
If that was anything but an input error, I would do nothing but question the decision to do that, because look, he has no breaker.
K-Top for some reason just not blocking on wake up. It's going to give Engeelar more pressure. Drops the ending, but the anti-cross up's going to be good right there. Engeelar once again with the pressure, and K-Top, we wonder what's going to come next. Trying the disrespect, and
so
that was a interesting first game.
If
I must say.
There is anyone at all in our chat right now watching this live that, let's say you're new to competitive Mortal Kombat. Let's say that you haven't really seen much high-level Mortal Kombat before, and well, there's nothing wrong with it. A very casual player, right? You know, someone that just enjoys the game for what it is. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. And you might be thinking to yourself, how come these competitive players never use X-Ray? X-Ray does, you know, a chunk of damage. Why does no one ever use it? That is why. Because K-Top threw his X-Ray away with no health, wasted everything, and for the whole next round had no momentum, no resources, no confidence, no momentum, no morale. All because he wasted X-Ray. Engeelar ran away with that advantage.
A true testament to how important meter is in this game. Yep. And a good use there of Engeelar showing us that the meter burn dash punch still does serve its purpose. And a reset! MK9 ground pounds, let's go!
I think K-Top might be a little bit frazzled after that round. Oh my god, Engeelar is just going ham.
I have a very important question. Why did Engeelar not use heavy weapons any other week? Why has he only just started using heavy weapons normally? Look at, he is clearly good with this variation, and he has not used it until last minute every week, apart from this week, and this is where his results are coming from. This is an incredible display.
But the thing is, you know, when Jax is doing this, he looks incredible, but the fact remains, every one of these 50-50s he's committing into the overhead punch is full combo punishable. Every single one of them. And his damage, like, he gets amazing corner damage, but Spencer Bar here gets the corner carry. Nice stuff. Not, like, 31%. Very respectable. But more importantly, gets corner positioning. Doesn't give Bone Shaper that screen to work with, especially when you need to get in his face. But K-Top is just going to... A nice confirm.
The biggest problem Engeelar is going to have is that right now he's fighting against Bone Shaper. Bone Shaper definitely one of the better zoners in the game, especially with the changes to stamina, which incidentally is actually going to severely hurt heavy weapons in this, because if he gets caught trying to run in and loses all of his stamina, he's got no run cancels, and that's why you pick this variation. Hit confirming into overhead though, he's going to get respectable damage into good corner carry, knockdown, but he's not going to get a lot of momentum off that, because I think the Hellsparks from that range would have eaten him up, which is probably why Engeelar didn't press a button. Going straight into Hellsparks, K-Top has got the bar to meter burn for a combo though, so the question is, what's going to come next?
Blocks the low. Gets the fuzzy as well. Blocks the mid. Oh, blocks the 50-50
No!
this time. Engeelar is going to go down to some damage, but has the bar, has the resources. Hey, no bar for K-Top. No bar.
Yeah, it's not unsafe. He blocks the overhead. Gets hit by a poke though. K-Top's going to build sufficient meter for what comes next. Wake up knee. Jupiter!
Wake up knee, Jupiter. Is that what you just said?
That is indeed what I just said.
Oh my word.
I just had to say it. We have Injustice 2 coming out this year. Jupiter, the wake up knee, is his special. He just can't help it. And Engeelar channeling his inner Jupiter and winning game number 2.
But I kind of feel like K-Top is going a little bit too autopilot right now. There was no way that Engeelar was going to do anything else in that situation other than firing missiles straight at his face. But K-Top still tried to wake up with the Dark Beam. He still tried to get that projectile trade, but he didn't have the time to win that trade. And K-Top now going to his signature Predator to try and claw this set back. Engeelar with quite possibly one of the first upsets we've seen in the Community Cup for a while. When was the last time K-Top lost to someone other than Mirko?
I don't believe he... Oh no, he lost to Vilmarin one week. The first Community Cup stream we'd had, I believe it was 3-2 he'd lost to Vilmarin.
So week one was the only answer to that question. It's been a long time.
A very long time ago. We mustn't forget... He's gone for Hishkit and Predator. He's now obviously going to try and zone out Jax with this character pick. And I think Jax losing the armor on straight dash punch is going to be a major thing in this matchup. It's now going to be much harder for Engeelar to close in the space. But also, although the missile being a good knockdown is a good tool to trade with, against Predator, you are not going to trade rocket launcher. It's just too slow on startup. And the absolute destruction in the corner. But Engeelar getting the magical jump in. He might survive this.
But thing is, that really is the sweet spot that K-Top needs to keep Jax at. His limbs will not reach. He doesn't have armored dash punch. His projectiles will not win. And there we go,
good use for the wake up.
But it is gone now. That's his one chance getting out the corner. And unfortunately, he's put straight back in already. K-Top just with relentless pressure.
Nice catch on the knee. Doesn't get the combo, but he does fight his way somewhat out of the corner. But K-Top pressing the advantage once again. Nice catch on the low. He's going to hit confirm that into a regular overhead just to get the knockdown. And just like that, K-Top's entire health bar is gone.
Oh, the jump at the last possible minute is going to keep K-Top alive. Engeelar forced to break. That's the last meter he's going to have for a while. And this is dangerous. Like, how does Jax deal with this?
That's one way! Wake up knee's going to miss this time round. Trying to go in for the machine gun, but this zoning is going to be a little bit too extreme. And that brutality cementing in that this probably isn't a matchup that Engeelar wants to deal with.
The question is, does he swap variation? Because the cancels have really been getting him the majority of these confirms, the mix-ups. So, does he stick with it? Because he needs to get in, but when he manages to, it's difficult. Plus the fact that K-Top isn't actually letting him get in at any point. Like, I can't remember a single point in that match where Engeelar actually had him at anywhere close to, like, sweep distance.
I guess I can't really say what I think he should do in this situation. Engeelar, I've never seen him not use Jax. I've never seen him not use Jax. So, in this situation, I mean, ultimately he's going to have to just understand that I have to get in. I have to close in the space, but I think the variation change is dictated by what set of tools do I want once I've closed in that space. And I guess the tick grabs and the armored wake up is what he's after.
But that was actually a really good exchange for Engeelar. He may be down on life right now, but taking that bar out of Predator is so important. Oh, catch them before! But that's a big thing. As soon as you see Predator go for that disc in the neutral, you need to be able to punish him for it. And this is what Engeelar needs. He cannot at any point let K-Top see the rest of this stage. He needs to keep him here and nowhere else. Otherwise, he's going to be in serious trouble.
Actually, I don't know why I said that. For some reason, my brain told me that Engeelar had gone for wrestler, but he's gone for heavy weapons. But to be honest, I do understand the decision. If he gets one good trade on this straight rocket, it's going to be a good trade for him. But I think just the corner pressure as well. He wants this mix-up game. He wants this pressure. He wants this meter build. And the wake-up backdash is going to be effective for K-Top.
Oh, wow, that's a full combo. That's death for sure. Nice confirm from K-Top. One round away from tying things up. Engeelar looking like he's in trouble.
Dangerous territory. Nice read on the wake-up neutral jump punch. It's going to catch him, but a rather important combo drop, I think. Nice stagger into grab. Put him in the corner. I know you just said he needs to keep him here, and I completely agree, but the question is, how easy is K-Top going to make that? He's definitely going to spend a bar, even though he's going to get a combo there. The combo was definitely not why that meter burn was used. It was to just push Engeelar towards the corner, not even for corner pressure, but to just give K-Top that comfort zone of the full screen. But he does Not even needed at this point.
Gets the low.
Hang
No,
on.
doesn't turn it into a full combo. That could be disastrous for Engeelar. Gets a little bit of pressure. Let's go a block in between the mids. K-Top is going to fall for that one. He is one combo away. Is that a restand? I like that. No, actually, no, it does knock him down.
The low! It connects! K-Top! He's going to build Breaker! Has to use it! Ooh. The dash punch through the laser! And we are back again! Match point for Engeelar. And K-Top's back is to the wall.
That was so ballsy from Engeelar. If that was a straight laser, he would have gone straight into it, but he calls out the low one. K-Top back to the wall. No bar. This is going to be a full combo. It's going to have a Breaker perhaps by the end of the round, but no, there's the restand. Blocks the overhead this time. This is dangerous.
That was a crucial block for K-Top. He just needs to fight his way out of the corner, and the meter burn laser is going to secure that. We're back mid-screen. Wake up knee's going to miss. And unfortunately, Engeelar, this is not where he wants to be. He does not want to give K-Top this space. He catches him again. Another full combo. Engeelar's not going to break. He's going to try and use this bar to come back. But I don't know. He has to use it now. And this one moment could decide whether he pulls it back. I don't know if he is.
Into the disc. No, he's going to try so hard. Oh, wow. And K-Top with a disrespect teabag. Wow. I mean, if I were K-Top, I'd be concerned right now. I mean, Engeelar clearly isn't choking. He's not crumbling under the pressure. This just looks like a super hard matchup, but Engeelar's still playing really well.
I think it was looking so good. It was looking so good for Engeelar at the end, but
it is until he gets put on like max down 4 range, right? When he gets put at that position, that's where he really struggles.
But when it comes to the turning point, the turning point in that game was the second K-Top was able to get out of that corner. It was the second he blocked the back one, I believe. That overhead punch, Engeelar committed fully to that overhead, and if it worked, K-Top would have died. K-Top would have lost that game if he blocked it. If he got hit by it.
Live by the 50, die by the 50-50.
Yeah, I mean, you need to be prepared to. If you're going to bank on that against this character, then if it doesn't work out, I think it's something you just need to accept.
I love that slight walk back from K-Top to make the forward 4 miss there. That was so good.
Now we are going to be back into this full screen, but the forward 2, really smart. Oh, another catch! Now, once again, this is exactly where Engeelar needs him to be. He's now going to be Wrestler Jax. He's going to get the luxury of the tick grabs. So on top of these 50-50s that have been working so well, he's now going to get these tick grabs, which are just another element of what you can do with corner pressure. But K-Top, again, looking to fight his way out of the corner.
He misses the follow-up. Oh, and the anti-air gets stuffed. That is heartbreaking.
Oh no, another jump. K-Top, he might kill on this. Both times Engeelar tried to go for an option, but unfortunately, is that death?
Wow.
Oh no.
47%. Oh, steals the round away. Engeelar cannot be happy about that.
That whole thing came from Engeelar dropping his down 2 conversion. The round was his to take, but he just didn't seize it. And K-Top, again, stealing around. This guy is a comeback monster. We have seen him make so many comebacks time and time again, and today is no exception. But again, looking to fight this mid-screen. He catches the meter burn. Engeelar saving his meter. He wants to try and come back with it.
That wake up knee just isn't working anymore as well. And there's the brave straight laser. All tries to jump out, but no confirm from K-Top. There's wake up knee again. Now it works.
Good block on the stagger. The down 2 challenge. He's going to catch it. And another combo. Both players right now are on match point. The first person to win this round is going to move on into Grand Finals, sending the other guy home. And Engeelar to take K-Top out before Grand Finals. What an upset this would be.
Could be a good one to do it, though. Super close set. Engeelar has the bar to work with. Gets slapped. Oh, wakes up.
Breathe!
Yeah, Engeelar paying full attention. Oh, there's the 50-50.
The overhead. I just don't think K-Top was prepared for Engeelar to bet the farm on that, but he's got 2 bars. Why not?
Oh,
the anti-air!
Doesn't drop.
No drop this time. No bar for Breaker either. Does drop the end again, though, and it's going to give K-Top that wake-up attack. Another combo drop. It sucks. The full screen we go once again. The disc. The straight punch is good, but the meter burn laser is even better.
Oh, that jump him. Oh, there we go. If only he did something other than that. After the block jumping kick, just goes down to the final read. What a set. That was awesome. Engeelar played so well. It came down to the final decision at the very end. Oh, my word. K-Top, though, with a full 3-game comeback with Hishku-10. Definitely the right pick for the job.
Hishku-10 is always going to be the comeback character for K-Top. This is the only character he's used to make these crazy comebacks when he is so far down. This is the character he always goes to. But in this matchup specifically, it is going to be a good pick against that Jax. Like, I mean, who would have known what would have happened in this matchup if Jax just had that meter burn overhead dash punch to challenge, you know? But he just doesn't have that.
I want to say, though, props to Engeelar. Like, this is not the same player we saw last week. This guy has leveled up in such an insane amount of time. I have no doubt he was always this good, but it's just being able to compose himself and bring this quality play in just a space of a week. Like, I'm not sure if he was nervous or what, but between last week and now, incredibly solid play all around. Like, super congrats, because I was genuinely impressed. And Jax is by no means a strong character nowadays. Like, I know he's got the damage, I know he's got, you know, the 50-50s in the corner, but at the end of the day, he needs you to be cornered for it to work. It's unsafe. And that's nothing that a ton of other characters in this game can't do better. Like, props to putting the work in with this character and being able to take someone like K-Top, who is so dominant in these community cups, down to the wire in what looks like an incredibly hard matchup for Jax. Kudos.
I think it was just being able to seize opportunities. The problem is, and we didn't bring attention to it too much because although the drops were there, the momentum, you know, had continued. A lot of what we saw at the end was him trying to land the overhead punch and actually whiffing the string and not getting the follow-up, which ultimately that is the reason K-Top was actually able to get away with so many wake up down threes and wake up buttons, because Engeelar was dropping the final piece of the puzzle. He was dropping that final hit, actually, and it was those minus frames that gave him the wake up buttons.
Actually, the biggest thing that hurt Engeelar in especially the last game was his meaty timing on wake up was slightly too early, quite regularly. I'm sure you picked up on it, but the amount of times that K-Top managed to wake up with a down three to get those plus frames, because he saw that Engeelar had whiffed a string and the down three was going to get him.
After significant knockdowns as well.
Yeah. But he was getting hit by it consistently in situations where if he got, you know, just timed it a little bit later, he would have been so much better off. Like, if there's one thing I'd like to see Engeelar work on between next time and hopefully future weeks when we see him play, is getting those meaty timings down, because that's the only thing I can consistently point out that he was, I guess, making a mistake on. But aside from that, super good play.
So while we prepare this match, guys, just to remind you where we are, this is the ESL